Good morning, everyone. This is Joey Grosday from The Bachelor and Dancing with the Stars. I want to welcome you to Pasadena for a New Year's tradition that starts right now.
Happy New Year from the deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln. I'm Ed Morales, the 2025 president of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses Association. This year, we're excited to celebrate and congratulate all of our armed forces for their participation as we recognize the Army, Navy, and Marines on their 250th birthday. And now, let the best day ever begin with the 136th Rose Parade presented by Honda.
Happy New Year!
Let's go.
Taking me higher than I've ever been before. I'm holding back, just wanna shout out, give me more. You're just a hideaway, you're just a feeling. You let my heart escape beyond the meaning. Not even I can find a way to stop the storm. Oh baby, it's out of my control, what's going on? But you're just a chance I take to keep on dreaming. You're just another day that keeps me breathing. Baby, I love the way that there's nothing short. Baby, don't stop me, hide away with me some more. And you got money, your pocket's dry, it's raining on me. You think you're mine, I think it's funny. When I go dance, I go dance, I go dance, I go dance, just keep it coming. Just keep it coming. When I go dance, I go dance, I go dance. 'Cause I go high, and you got money, your pocket's dry, it's raining on me. You think you're mine, I think it's funny. When I go dance, I go dance, I go dance, I go dance, just keep it coming. Yeah, yeah. I go dance.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where it starts. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream, and life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. But that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. 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 So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was lost.
Didn't know I was lost.
I 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 didn't know I was lost. So wake me up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome United States Air Force B-2 Scooters 595 on board.
Hi, everybody, and Happy New Year, Hannah Storm and Kevin Agani. We're so grateful to be here again, bringing you another Rose Parade and ringing in 2025. But as we celebrate here in Pasadena, we do want to say that our hearts are with all of those in New Orleans, the victims, their families, and all of those affected by the tragic events early this morning. We do have a Louisiana float here today, which we're going to see. And our on-course reporter, John Neighbor, went down and talked to some of the folks there. He said they are somber but determined to carry on today.
Our prayers are with many families affected, local as well as the tourists, and our heart bleeds for the city of New Orleans. Now, there was a statement released here from the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. The Tournament of Roses and the city of Pasadena extend our deepest sympathies to the people of Louisiana and the city of New Orleans following this morning's tragic events. We stand in solidarity with the entire state during this difficult time.
And it is our job, of course, here today to bring you the Rose Parade. And thus we carry on and we begin with the sponsors of this parade. And that would be Honda and their float as the new year begins, and we do wish you all a happy new year. This has officially begun. It's a 136 journey through the streets of Pasadena. We have 39 floats, 24 marching bands, 16 equestrian units today, and it's been 63 years for Honda's partnership with the Rose Parade. This is the first year, though, the fleet that they have supplied to lead the parade has been fully electrified. 100 Tournament of Roses officials and volunteers zipping around on Honda e-scooters with zero emissions, showing their commitment to zero emissions by 2050. This float is called Electrified Dreams, but the innovative electric vehicles from Honda are very real, including the new Prologue, Honda's first all-electric SUV, and the first all-electric Acura model, the ZDX Type S Performance SUV. Now, I know, Kevin, those look like real cars on the float, but they aren't.
Yeah, they had to bring in a crane to put those cars down.
These are actually floral versions, true to the exact dimensions of the SUV. Just a testament to all the talent we're going to see here today. And some 500,000 spectators are lining the streets. Orange Grove as we make the turn onto Colorado Boulevard. Many of them have been here for many hours, and John Neighbor was up late last night with that story. Here's John.
As we're counting down the minutes to midnight, we're here on Orange Grove Boulevard standing in front of Tournament House. It's the nerve center for the parade and game for the whole year. All the activity takes place in this building, donated by the Wrigley Chewing Gum family from Chicago many, many years ago. Families have traveled from across the country to park themselves alongside the parade route and are willing to spend the night in blankets or sleeping bags and occasionally inflatable mattresses as they get ready to celebrate the brand new year and the Rose Parade at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Hannah, you and I have had the chance of doing this for a couple of years. John, 33 years strong as a member of the Tournament of the Roses Parade here on ABC.
And we have a new member of our family with us, too. Joey Graziadei, the first Bachelor to win Dancing with the Stars. Had quite a 2024. I don't know how you're going to top it off, but this is a pretty good way to begin, Joey, 2025.
We certainly welcome Joey to the ABC broadcast team. Delighted to have you with us. Tell the truth. Have you ever seen the Rose Parade in person or on TV?
No, I honestly have never seen it in person or on TV because I'm usually sleeping at this time, John.
What is your first impression of the crowd, of the moment, of the floats?
Everything. I mean, these floats are unbelievable. There's a lot of detail, the energy, the people here. It's really special.
It certainly is, and of course, the best day ever is the theme, and frankly, I can't remember the weather being better than it is right now. It was just yesterday that these floats had to leave the barns where they were constructed, and in one case had to travel 16 miles all the way back to Orange Grove Boulevard to get ready for this parade. And we're delighted to share it with you. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you, John. Happy New Year to
Happy New Year, Joey. Happy New Year, John. And John talked about the weather. It's going to reach up to 71 degrees here in Pasadena as we continue the march here. And the Boys and Girls Club has a great message for everyone as we start 2025. Kindness is free, and the impacts of those gestures of kindness can be long-lasting. There are more than 200,000 kids taking part in this initiative across the country, demonstrating every day that a small act of kindness, Hannah, as simple as sharing an acorn, as the squirrels are right here, can grow and influence larger changes in the community because kindness is so contagious. I love that.
Absolutely adorable. One of our favorite floats. And you look, everything has to be covered with organic materials. So you look at some of the grasses that are used on these adorable little squirrels to mimic
crushed
fur.
Walnut for the acorn. How appropriate, right? By the way, this float already, a winner. The Boys and Girls Club winning the Bob Hope Humor Award. All smiles there. Once again, a reminder, kindness is contagious. As we begin the Tournament of Roses Parade here on ABC, we'll be right back after these messages. Happy New Year, everyone.
This parade on ABC is presented by Honda. Dreams are unstoppable.
And welcome back to beautiful Pasadena. Happy New Year, everyone, 2025. Kevin Nagani alongside Hannah Storm, John Neighbor, and Joey Graziadei, the star of Dancing with the Stars and The Bachelor. His first experience of the Tournament of Roses and coming down Colorado Avenue, the Kaiser Permanente float. And how about this? More healthy days for more healthy years. I love the theme here of this float. Standing 28 feet tall, taking you through the day from sunrise to sunset. Over 50,000 flowers, Hannah, as you see the sun going in and out, rotating from sunrise to sunset here.
Yeah, they call that animation, and obviously that's part of the floats as well. Of course, many years ago when they started this, we were horse-drawn carriages carrying flowers, but that's an absolutely stunning animation.
And you see that smartwatch right there. The walkers and the float riders include medical professionals and Special Olympians. A little detail here. You see a sheep on the float? That is made out of cotton balls.
That makes sense.
Love the details that we see from these thousands of volunteers putting in millions of hours of work. And the celebration, you see, of course, a thank you to all the medical professionals. Again, a celebration, the awareness of kindness. That's how we start this entire Tournament of Roses, as well as being aware of your health. A lot of New Year's resolutions made on a day like this.
Absolutely, and a lot of these floats reflect that, and a woman who is certainly reflective of health in every sense of the word. Not only a sports legend, but an activist for equality and social justice. Our friend Billie Jean King. Billie Jean, it's Hannah Storm and Kevin Nagandi. I hope that you can hear us. We know that you grew up in Long Beach. Hey! Happy New Year, you California native. What is this like for you? not sure if Billie Jean can hear me at this point, but she did
Way to
grow
go!
up. She did grow up in Long Beach, California, about 30 miles south of Pasadena, and watched this growing up with her mom, Betty.
Hannah, great story here. When she was 15, she got her first pair of eyeglasses the day she competed at the Metropolitan Pasadena Championships. And her quote is, "I could see all the leaves on the trees. I remember thinking, of all places, Pasadena is truly beautiful," and now it's come full circle here as the Grand Marshal.
That is so cool. Yeah, she is amazing, and a long line of prestigious Grand Marshals, from Bob Hope to Billie Jean King. Here we
Legend.
are. That's how long this tradition has gone on. Something else that has become somewhat of a tradition, the San Diego Zoo winning the Sweepstakes Award.
Wow.
That is the highest honor here, the coveted prize for the most beautiful float on the parade. And for that, a guy who's seen more parades than anyone, John Neighbor. John, this is absolutely stunning.
Absolutely, and it's wonderful that it's so early in the parade. You know, the tournament awards all sorts of different prizes for humor, use of roses, depiction of life in California. But by far the most coveted award is the Sweepstakes, because it's simply the parade's most beautiful float. You look at some floats and say, "Oh, that's really cute." You look at the Sweepstakes and you say, "Wow, that's beautiful." And of course, the San Diego Zoo decided to honor many of the residents of the zoo. They're depicted on the float, the two pandas, of course, representing Xingbao and Yunchuan, the pandas from China. At the back of the float, there's the gorgeous tiger representing Connor, who is frankly a very friendly animal in the zoo. All the ingredients used to put the float together, it's a real demonstration of what the most beautiful float should look like.
Yeah, the pandas are created with, well, there's 3,100 species of plants on this float, believe it or not. The pandas were created with 5 of them: everlasting flower, white carnation petals, silver leaf, onion seed, and black pampas grass. There's a couple of red pandas there in front of the float, Lucas and Adria, and they're made of red rust button mums, orange and red safflower accented with rust cornsil, pampas grass, cocoa sticks, and black seaweed. You never knew, right? All of those ingredients that create, out of the imagination of the float builders, this spectacular float that we're looking at today.
Well deserving of the Sweepstakes Award. I love the tiger and the detail of the tiger. When you see in the back of the float, his tail is going back and forth along with his head. There's so much time spent, well deserved, for the San Diego Zoo and the volunteers that put that float together.
And among the many bands here today, the Fresno State Bulldogs, their second appearance in the Rose Parade, largest student organization at Fresno State, recognized as one of the country's top 8 collegiate marching bands. Normally bands have to wait 4 years between performances, but they were so good back in 2023, they're back again, and here's why.
24 marching bands here in the parade today. Our next float, we just saw the Sweepstakes winner with the San Diego Zoo. How about the most extraordinary float? The Extraordinaire Trophy Award goes to Donate Life, One Legacy. 22 years in the parade. The theme this year, Let Your Life Soar, celebrating Children's Day in Japan. More than 150 million people have signed up as organ donors over this period, and now tens of thousands of lives are being saved every year through donation over the last 2 decades. Just a beautiful float. The fluorographs of the organ donors done in stunning and poignant detail. 26 people from all walks and stages of life, from a pair of 2-year-old toddlers to an 80-year-old Japanese internment camp survivor. And you see the koi fish, there are 4 koi fish there. It's stunning. And the 8 walkers alongside the float, Hannah, are living organ donors who have donated a kidney or part of a liver. It is a labor of love here.
This is really an example of the meaning of the Rose Parade,
Yes.
of how this Donate Life float has raised so much awareness for organ donation, how it's had such a visible impact year after year. Well, this is where these floats are created. This is a look at Phoenix Barn, so we sent our trusty drone in there to go, woo, right under the bee. Many more floats, bands, equestrian acts on the way. You're watching the 2025 Rose Parade.
Happy New Year's to everyone out there. 2025. Hannah Storm, Kevin Nagandi here with you as we continue the 136th Rose Parade. One of our 24 bands coming down Colorado is Banda de Musica. Fantastic band from Panama, from Chitter. It's home of the country's largest high school marching band. It's their first ever visit to the United States, and they get to do it here on a gorgeous day in Pasadena. That music down Colorado Boulevard got me thinking about this college football, the playoff quarterfinals. We got a triple header on ESPN. It starts with Texas taking on Arizona State in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl at 1 Eastern. Then it's the granddaddy of them all, Ohio State and Oregon in the Rose Bowl presented by Prudential at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. We cap off the night with Notre Dame and Georgia in the All-State Sugar Bowl. All 3 games on ESPN.
Can I sneak in a go Irish there, Kevin?
Of course
Because
you can.
you were expecting that.
One of many here over the broadcast for
Yes. It's interesting because the Rose Bowl, we called it the granddaddy of them all, as it was the very first college football playoff game, but it was actually started as a way to fund the Tournament of Roses festivities back in the day. Speaking of funding, this is the Sierra Madre Rose Float, getting the Golden State Award, Most Outstanding Depiction of Life in California, but this is a local float from Sierra Madre, the smallest city with a float in the parade. It's about 6 miles east of Pasadena, just 10,000 residents, so they don't have as large a pool of float building volunteers. There's a core of about a dozen people dedicated to doing this extraordinary fiesta float. It's been very challenging in recent years. You know, a typical float costs $275,000 at the bottom. So you think of all of the money that was raised by this small but mighty city. They describe themselves as the littlest guy in the parade with the lowest budget, and the entire budget comes from donations. So no taxpayer money, but folks of Sierra Madre celebrating their heritage, celebrating their wonderful community, and coming together with this Grammy Award-winning all-female mariachi band, by the way.
Beautiful, vibrant colors.
It's very cool. Yeah, some 14,000 roses, just even right there on the deck. That's absolutely crazy. There have to be roses on every single float in this parade, which makes sense. The winner of the Golden State Award. And this, an event that was started just 3 years after Pasadena was founded. The folks here at the Valley Hunt Club, a riding club, thought they had something really special to show the rest of the world. They wanted to show off all the flowers and a beautiful California weather to all those folks freezing back east. So they started this Tournament of Roses.
And here comes the Tournament of Roses president, Ed Morales, with his wife, Lisa, children Lainey and Jesse. They're riding, by the way, in a 1911 Rambler Model 65 touring sedan. The cost of this car in 1911 was just over $3,000 at a time when Model Ts cost $680. So quite expensive. But Morales' background, he's an attorney. He's been a volunteer with the Tournament of Roses for more than 30 years. And he's the second person of Latin heritage to serve as president.
All of the volunteers here are nicknamed the White Suitors. It's about 900,000 plus volunteer members of the Tournament of Roses Association. They wear white suits today, head to toe. He's the only guy allowed to wear a red suit, or a red jacket, because he's the president, but he came up with the theme. And also all the bands that you see here today, he visited each of their hometowns to help them raise money because they have to fund their own trips to perform here at the Rose Parade. So Well, Ed has done a lot of traveling in 2024 and here relaxing with his family in 2025. That must be quite a feeling, right? All those years of volunteering and it all comes to a culmination here.
Oh, Hannah, I can't wait for this introduction. How about the sonic boom of the South? That is the Jackson State University Marching Band. This is the first Rose Parade appearance for Jackson State, that university sonic boom of the South. They're no strangers, though, to the big stage. They took part of the Super Bowl halftime show last year with Usher, and man, they were electric. I love it. And now I understand why they're called the Sonic Boom of the South. They bring it each and every time.
And Kevin, we're just seeing a snippet of what they're doing today. They have to do this for 5.5 miles today.
Down Colorado Boulevard.
Something very different for the bands. A lot of times they say you better wear 2 pairs of socks.
Yes.
It's a long and grueling journey, especially with some of the heavier instruments, right? The tubas, the sousaphones.
And we see the sun shining. It is a gorgeous day here. Some days, you know, in past on New Year's, little rain, little cold. No, the sun is out, 71 degrees, and the Sonic Boom is here.
Best part about reaching the end of this parade is everybody that you're watching here gets an In-N-Out burger. So, if that's not motivation.
Down the In-Animal style after
this. I don't know what, exactly. Oh, look at that sweet little face. Wow. Look, Mom.
And the first experience, and let's hope the tradition continues year after year, as we've seen so many families come here for the celebration of the new year, and they sleep overnight. They make sure they have the best seats. Well worth it. You're rewarded with a beautiful morning here in Pasadena, California.
Also, a lot of families take their vacations and volunteer here.
Yes.
So you've had generations of people who come and volunteer to build the floats, to be along the route. And man, thank you, Sonic Boom. That was amazing.
Round of applause from the fans and spectators for Jackson State.
Wow, it doesn't get any better than that. And that does get you fired up for a day of football, all the pageantry. It's so much about music, right? We have 24 bands.
Yes, we do.
They're still going right by us, by the way, right by.
And to Hannah's point, she mentioned it earlier, this is just the beginning of the 5.5 mile trek down Colorado Boulevard. You mentioned the bands, we've got 39 floats, and you see the turn here right past our little studio stage.
That's the challenge.
And it's wide open here, and the spectators down that boulevard are in for a real treat.
The thing is, when you're a band, actually, this is so much different than being on a field. So you have to take a lot shorter steps.
Yep.
So it requires a great deal of rehearsal and dedication to transform from a band that performs in a stadium to a band that marches 5.5 miles.
Hannah, the graphic says 56 degrees.
Oh, it's better than that.
It's better than that, trust me. Yeah, we are flirting with the high 60s and low 70s by the end of this broadcast here on ABC. Hannah,
just a picture perfect day. This is what California wanted, and obviously this parade wasn't televised in the late 1800s, but this was intentional, understanding that people on the East Coast were buried in snow, and that out here the orange trees are blossoming and the roses are blooming, and that's really the origin of how this entire celebration started.
It's a great place, too, to make your resolutions, right? As you turn the page from the previous year and you want to start with energy in the next year, right? You get it.
My resolution is to be here every year.
Absolutely. I'm with you, Hannah.
In this weather.
100%.
That's all right, Mama. Just any way you do, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Any way you do. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. The thrill is gone away. The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. Even though you done me wrong, you're gonna be sorry someday. Jail. Prison the band was there, they began to wail. They were jumping and the drum began to swing. You should have knocked that jailbird. See, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block. They were dancing to the jailhouse rock. They were dancing to the jailhouse rock. Mississippi's coming for you. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never fought a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
And that is the float from Visit Mississippi, birthplace of American music, honoring what would have been the 90th birthday of Elvis Presley and the 100th birthday of B.B. King. So thank you to Brandon Bennett. Thank you to Chapel Hart for those performances. This day obviously is all about music. Music and flowers and horses and sunshine. And that is Visit Mississippi, their very first year in the parade. Well done.
You had mentioned, music and the flowers and the bands. I mean, this is a parade. The theme, the best day ever, is that the participants have truly embraced. There will be a lot of celebration going down Colorado Boulevard all morning.
Yeah, one of 39 floats that we're going to see today, along with the 24 bands, 16 equestrian units. And this is La Cañada Flint Ridge, who won one of the major awards here, the Crown City Award for Innovation. This is Rover Rendezvous. Now, on the surface, I know this looks rather ordinary, right? Not really. It is the first ever float to be powered by electric. rather than just combustion engines. 2 of the 3 engines have gone green this year. The 3rd combustion engine is actually going to be gone next year. So everything that's really important, as great as this float looks from the outside, is actually the engineering behind it. This is entirely designed, built, decorated, financed by the community of La Cañada Flint Ridge. It's about 6 miles northwest of Pasadena. And a lot of the residents there, Kevin, are employed by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Love that.
They put in about 40,000 hours creating this float. 1,200 volunteers behind this. 4 technology partners collaborated on it. So how is it powered? Well, it uses 6 large battery packs, and there are also 3D printed elements on this design. So you see the floral robotics or changing colors, all of which I barely understand anything I just said.
The future is now.
Yes. But think about this. This float weighs 30,000 pounds. And it's running on battery power. Not only that, they had to make them safe batteries, obviously, because they can't have any kind of risk to the crowds here. So they had these very special batteries. There are just so many cool elements, including, well, that little dude there we love, and a replica of the Ingenuity helicopter that currently is actually on Mars. And the Flora version was built by the same crew of scientists and engineers. Very cool.
You mentioned equestrians. How about the United States Army celebrating its 250th anniversary this year? And the Army's Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps honors the traditions of the American Revolution in both costume and music. Approximately 500 performances annually, the Corps serves as the ceremonial flagship ambassador of the United States Army.
He's like, troops, please,
guiding them
proceed
right around
the
that corner.
Let's go, everyone. That's cool.
This Fife and Drum Corps, they're stationed at Joint Base Meyer Henderson Hall in Virginia. Hundreds of thousands of spectators line the parade route, many of them sleeping overnight. It's tradition for this family, and Joey Grazadeh will speak to them after these messages. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hannah Storm and Kevin Nagandi with you. This is the Rose Parade presented by Honda. So we wish you a happy new year with all of the bands and the floats, everyone here. And some of these bands, Kevin, traveling quite a ways to get here.
Hannah, this is a band from Japan, the Kyoto Tachibana High School Green Band, one of the oldest female marching bands in Japan, established in 1961 with the goal of improving girls' health. Now, the Green Band group has brought different marching bands from all over Japan to the Rose Parade over the last 15 years. This is the 3rd time for the band from Kyoto Tachibana High School. They are well known in Japan for the energy, their choreography, and their nickname, the Orange Devils.
And when you consider that they all have to raise their own money and their funds to get here and what that costs to come here from Japan, quite an achievement.
I've been waiting for days to watch this. Look at the front of the Wicked Float. 24 feet high, you have a controller inside, and there's Elphaba. One of the characters, of course, defying gravity. This weighs, the front part, Elphaba weighs 5,000 pounds. And I love seeing how it can capture some of the moments that we saw from the movie. Inspired by the song Defying Gravity, serving as the finale for the first film.
The movie was incredible. I can't wait till the nominations come out for the Academy Awards to see how many Wicked gets. But it was also an emotional film.
Yes, it was.
I cried twice, and I'm not alone. Wow, that is just
stunning background too, as you could see. 9 million tulips used in the film. The float is covered with 60,000 tulips flown in from Holland. As you see Glinda in the back. And then there's a little train there, the Emerald City train with flashing lights featuring split peas. You know, few moments are as iconic as watching the Wicked Witch of the West defying gravity, but how did the magic of Wicked come to life? John Neighbor pulls back the wizard's curtain.
To make every character on the Wicked float look as realistic as possible, you need the right materials. In this case, this is Ribbon Everlasting. It's long golden strands, sort of like straw, that double for beautiful hair. I guess every character needs its own glam team. The end result is this beautiful long blonde hair. They actually had to run a brush or a comb through it to straighten out the strands, and then they used a curling iron to give it this beautiful luster. But the real magic is what's inside the float. Every float has a driver and a spotter, but on rare occasions you need a third passenger. I'm talking about the animator who sits in the middle. He controls the hydraulics and the electronics. In this case, he'll be controlling this little joystick that determines how the Wicked Witch is going to fly in random patterns. And what would the Emerald City be without a little bit of sparkle?
Amazing. There's so much innovation and there's so much tradition as we look at the 106th Rose Queen and her court. The Rose Queen this year is Lindsay Charles, chosen from among hundreds who applied. She's a 17-year-old senior from San Marino. Plans to study environmental science or neuroscience and is fluent in Mandarin. So I would say she's got it all together. It's a combination of academics and service, and it's a real experience for these young women, all of the events that they get to do as part of this Tournament of Roses parade.
The official title, by the way, Hannah, is the Queen of the Tournament of Roses.
I love it. And they have the wave down to a science.
Yes, they do.
About 500,000 spectators here looking on, many of whom have been here, well, overnight. And for more on that, back to Joey.
Thank you, guys. I am here with Diana Getty and her son Ryder. They did camp out here overnight. Diana's been coming here her entire life, and Ryder's been here, I guess, for the last couple of decades. Can you guys explain where you came from today?
Yes, we're from Temecula, California. We're excited to be here. We've been coming here camping here for over 25 years. My grandparents lived on the route, and we'd come down, and then when my children were born, we wanted them to be closer. So we started camping out, and it's just, I can't imagine starting New Year's off any other way than being here at the parade.
Amazing. Ryder, what has been your favorite thing so far today that you've seen?
My favorite thing is probably the Wicked float. My brother got me into the play. I kind of liked the movie, to admit, and I just like the details to everything. It's super detailed, and I love it, so probably the Wicked float.
Awesome. Well, we're so happy you guys are here. I'm going to send it back up to you guys up there, Hannah and Kevin.
It's funny, I kind of like the movie.
That means he was a fan. Joey, thank you so much. Great stuff there. As you know, by the way, if you want to camp out, you got one night. That's all you can do to camp out to get those seats. The Oregon Marching Band, minutes away after these messages.
Hannah Storm and Kevin Nagani back with the University of Oregon Band. They'll be performing the granddaddy of them all, the 111th Rose Bowl. Number 1 Oregon, number 6 Ohio State in the college football quarterfinal. Their 9th trip to the Rose Bowl. Traditionally, though, as a member of the Pac-12, they come in to a Big Ten rematch against a team that they beat by a single point in mid-October. Should be a good one.
Cannot wait. It's the rematch of the year. I know the Buckeyes feel like they got unfinished business. We heard a loud roar from Ducks fans here right next to our stage. Enjoying a phenomenal season so far. It's the number 1 team in the country and the only FBS team without a loss. Entering the day.
Good qualification there. Nice T-shirt.
I'm glad he moved his arm. I'm clearly glad.
And We'll see number 8 in the playoff standings, Ohio State, a little bit later on today. They'll get equal airtime, of course.
Oh,
here
yeah.
at the
Especially when
Rose Parade.
you're labeled the best damn band in the land. And
right.
we will see the Ohio State Buckeyes marching band in a few moments. And who will give us an iconic moment, right? And that's what we all love while watching the Rose Bowl. Who will give us that iconic moment on the biggest stage?
And speaking of, later today, there it is, Ohio State and Oregon in the Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, coming your way at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, part of an incredible lineup all day long of college football quarterfinals.
It's the greatest setting in the entire sport.
Absolutely.
Nothing better than seeing the
sitting
sunset.
amidst the mountains,
Yes.
San Gabriel Mountains there at the Rose Bowl, and providing some of those magical moments that you referenced. The Rose Bowl Hall of Fame class of 2024. Reggie Bush not pictured here riding in the car, but of course Mark D'Antonio,
Yes.
former head coach at Michigan State, LaMichael James, a great running back for Oregon.
Yeah, he
part
led
of
the
this Hall of
Ducks
Fame class.
from 2009 to 2011 to a 34-6 record, and Chip Kelly was his head coach, and Chip Kelly now on the other side facing Oregon as the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. So again, we got Reggie Bush, Mark D'Antonio, the former head coach at Michigan State, the winningest coach in school history, and LaMichael James as the Hall of Fame inductee.
Mark D'Antonio actually won the 100th Rose Bowl game. How about that?
Well done. Hey, go bowling! The perfect game is our next theme. First time in the parade. This stylish entry is from GoBowling.com, and it's got a very simple message. Bowling is fun, and you should do it. In the front, you see those pins wobble. That emphasizes the energy of the sport. And by the way, not sure where you can bowl? Just go to Go Bowling's website. It helps you find the nearest bowling alley. We, as a family, bowled just a couple days ago.
And how did you do?
I did really well. My 12-year-old was super competitive, and then I ended it on the 9th and 10th frame with a spare and strike, and he was pretty upset.
Wait, he's super competitive?
Super
Where did
competitive.
he get that
His
from?
mom. His mom is awesome. You know Monica. Closer look at that bowling ball there. You see the blue and pink status, really a small blossom, difficult to clip from its stem. It could take 8 man-hours to fill a coffee cup with status petals. And look at the detail there. And if you're wondering now, the pins there, they're made of crushed coconut and the red poppy seeds. They're just phenomenal detail and the attention and the man-hours from so many volunteers.
The volunteers, looking at all the white on that float, they love the coconut because it's soft and it's good on their hands
Yes.
after working with the status and some of the other flowers.
We talked about it coming up. The Ohio State band. Do they dot the I down Colorado Boulevard? The best damn band in the land. Right after these messages. Happy New Year, everyone.
As promised from the Ohio State University, the best damn band in the land, the Ohio State Band. They'll be performing in their 17th Rose Bowl game later today as they take on #1 Oregon, a tradition of excellence that dates back to the late 1800s. Just like this parade, the pride of the Buckeyes. One of the few all-brass and percussion college bands in the U.S., the largest of its type in the world. Script, Ohio, obviously considered by many one of the most memorable traditions
Yes.
in college band history. Boy, this is a familiar spot for this band and this school. 9-7 in Rose Bowl game appearances. Their last win came over Utah back in 2022. As we go back down to John Neighbor, his 33rd Rose Parade. Joey Graziadei, his first. Hey, gentlemen, quite a dream team down there with you two guys.
Thank you, Hannah. You're being very, very kind. A lot of people don't know this about you, Joe, but you've got a real sports passion. In the green room, you're talking with Hannah and Kevin all about the football game. Tell us a little bit about the upcoming game and what do you expect and what do you hope for?
Well, I'm just excited to be there. I'm going to be at the Rose Bowl today, and I cannot wait for that. I'm hoping for a high-scoring game. I feel like both these teams are playing great right now, but if the Ohio State that showed up against Tennessee shows up today, I think Oregon might be in for some trouble.
Well, it's going to be exciting. Now let's talk about the parade. First time for you. Anything stand out so far?
I think people don't understand at home how amazing the detail is on these floats. It is unbelievable to see up close, but I've loved the bands. I just like a little tune, and I just feel like it's been really fun to see these bands come through as well.
Your feet were twitching. It's sort of
it's kind of natural for me. It just happens.
I get it. The people at home watching on TV, what do they not get? I'm smelling the horses right now. What else?
We did see up close a horse use going number 2, and it was a smell. It was very obvious, and then also I had no idea that there were pooper scoopers that come up for us too. It's the stuff you don't see, John.
The tournament thinks of everything. It's less than halfway through our parade coverage. We go back upstairs to the booth.
Hannah and I have done this for years. I've never known that, so it's the first time that these guys are filling us in.
I know. Little parade trivia there for you.
By the way, Joey comes from, I just met Joey a couple days ago.
Right.
He comes from the town next to where I grew up.
That's so crazy.
Crazy.
In Pennsylvania.
His rival was my rival in high school, and it's good to have him on this broadcast alongside John.
And, I mean, as we sit here today, we have a float from Louisiana coming up, and just the horrific events in New Orleans this morning as we're thinking of the victims and their families, those who are hospitalized right now. And, as we celebrate here in Pasadena, though, our hearts are very heavy.
Very heavy.
Thinking of that.
Thinking of the local community in New Orleans as well as tourists, on Bourbon Street. We do have a statement from the Pasadena Tournament of Roses, and it reads here this morning: the Tournament of Roses in the city of Pasadena extend our deepest sympathies to the people of Louisiana and the city of New Orleans following this morning's tragic events. We stand in solidarity with the entire state during this difficult time here, Hannah.
And the folks, Kevin, on the float there told us this morning before the parade that they are somber, but they are determined.
Well, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. A Louisiana Saturday night. Waiting in the front yard, sitting on a long old single-shot rifle and a one-eyed dog. You undercut my kinfolk in the moonlight. Louisiana Saturday night. Well, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. A Louisiana Saturday night. Well, my brother Bill and my other brother Jack, belly full of beer and a possum in a sack. 15 kids in the front porch light. Louisiana Saturday night. When the kinfolk leave and the kids get fed, me and my woman gonna slip off to bed. Have a little fun when we turn out the lights. Louisiana Saturday night. Oh, get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. A Louisiana Saturday night. Go, 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 go! Go! Oh, get down the fiddle, now you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. A Louisiana Saturday night. Well, you get down the fiddle, now you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. A Louisiana Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Leighton LeBlanc on the fiddle. Oh, get down the fiddle, now you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Yeah, Louisiana Saturday night.
The 136th Rose Parade continues. Look at our drone flying through one of the float barns here. These floats taking, well, sometimes 10,000 man-hours to decorate each and every one of these. Oh, you'll see that one coming up on our coverage right here on ABC.
And welcome back to the Rose Parade presented by Honda. Anna Storm, Kevin Agandi here with you as we welcome in 2025 from beautiful Pasadena. Gorgeous day as we continue the floats to come down here. Turn the corner and head down Colorado Boulevard, 5.5 miles. Earlier, about a half hour ago, it was 56 degrees. You could say things continue to heat up with the sun shining bright. And it's in the 60s, and it will reach up to 71 degrees, of course, leading up to the Rose Bowl game later on ESPN, featuring Ohio State and Oregon. And that is a quarterfinal playoff game. As we continue, you see the sign in the front leading the UPS float, the Judges Award, Most Outstanding Float Design and Dramatic Impact, Hannah. And there's a good reason why. The concept of this UPS float, dream big, helping dreams take flight. You see the pterodactyl. Now, in the back, you have the mama pterodactyl. Oh, look at her. Right over her children. Amazing to see the close-up when we visited the barns on Monday. Even more incredible to see the scale of the pterodactyls in full flight. And how about this? The volcanoes with that steam, molten lava flowing, and then you see that flow of red roses. Well done. The attention to detail, just fantastic.
Yeah, roses required on every single float. It's the kind of roses that you might give your beautiful wife.
Absolutely.
On Valentine's Day. Monica, though, those red roses, those don't actually show up well on television. So there are many varieties and colors of roses, but not those deep blue red roses that we traditionally see.
You see mom in the back, of course, taking care of her children.
Every inch of these floats has to be covered with leaves and bark, seeds, grains, grasses, herbs, fruits, vegetables, but nothing can be dyed or processed. And when you look at the wings on this pterodactyl and each little seed that you see, those are all glued on individually. It's painstaking work.
We've seen some of the volunteers too in the barns using tweezers and making sure the attention to the detail and all the color match continues throughout when you're using poppy seeds and crushed walnuts, and that's what you see on the volcano with that red rose lava. Some mixture of kidney beans as well. The bodies of the pterodactyls made up of kumquat halves, yellow button mums, and kidney beans.
Something else we learned, 8 different kinds of glue are used because you're gluing so many different kinds of things onto these floats, and each float uses about 125 gallons of glue.
The glue blew me away. And like when we were doing all this research about it, like when I saw that how much glue was used along with the flowers and all the seeds and the time, it's just, it takes your breath away, especially when you think about all the volunteers that sometimes use their vacation time to come here leading into the end of the year, into the new year, and they want to be a part of this experience.
Yeah, generations of people, and this is the first year ever for Love to You, the Journey of Dreams float, which has also won the Grand Marshals Award for Most Outstanding Creative Concept and Float Design. It's an LA-based non-profit organization. You is the Japanese word for, or the Vietnamese word for love, and the nonprofit works with displaced and underserved youth, both here in the United States and in Vietnam. This is a celebration of the Festival of Tet, Vietnam's Lunar New Year, as well as you see the boat, the perilous boat journey that many Vietnamese made to this country, including Joe Fogel, who is one of the founders of Love to You. And Tet is a celebration for people around the world. Coins are a very important part of that. The money is considered lucky, symbolizes good fortune in the new year, and these particular coins are made of yellow lentils, rice, and straw flour. Straw flour is sort of the workhorse of all of the flowers here. Native to South Africa, they're used on floats after they've been dried. And we see the performers of this stunning float. The Lunar New Year, by the way, is January 29th. Kevin, it's going to be the year of the snake.
And we hear the United States Navy Band coming in, celebrating 250 years since its formation in 1775. U.S. Navy Band is 100 years old, founded in 1925, based in Washington, D.C. The Navy Band has a reputation for musical excellence. It's their first ever appearance here in the Rose Parade.
They navigate that tricky turn, and you can see just how slowly and precisely these bands have to march.
Yep.
5.5 miles on this journey in front of an estimated 500,000 people on an absolutely glorious day.
Picture perfect. Put it on the postcard.
The Mayor's Award, given for most outstanding float from a participating city, goes to the city of Alhambra. Look how long they've been participating in the Rose Parade, 96 years.
Wow.
And it's really cool because every year they put on this citywide open call for float design. So everybody from kindergarten through grade 12 gets to submit a design. And this winning design was created by this adorable fourth grader,
I love
Chelsea
this.
Young. Yeah, she designed this float. She's riding on the float with her family. It's a puppy, and it serves as a promise that Alhambra is actually going to get its first permanent dog park this year, which is very cool. Now, we've been talking about all the things that are used to decorate these animals, and fur is a big part of that, but they can't use real fur. So they had to use buffalo grass, uva grass, and pampas grass. Variations of different grasses to create that fluffy and adorable dog.
Hannah, you heard all the noise behind you, and then the oohs and ahs that came from the Coding for Veterans float. A pyro shot from 300 feet in the air, shooting out with red stingers. My goodness, quite an impressive float. The Canadian company Coding for Veterans, which works with the University of Ottawa and USC, offers online training for certification in the computer and tech industry, including cybersecurity, helping veterans transfer to civilian life and employment. And you see there's a QR code right there. It actually works. And it gives an opportunity to veterans for a second career. The float version of the USS Princeton is covered in thousands of individual silver leaves. I love this because it's the impact that you can have here. The Rose Parade can bring information to help others all over the country, and Coding for Veterans is trying to reach both veterans to let them know about this opportunity, as well as companies who might be interested in hiring veterans for IT, software development, and cybersecurity, a second career.
Yeah, we all tried out the QR code when
Yes.
we were on our float barn tour, and it's a fantastic website full of information, and it really is incredible because so many people around the world watch the Rose Parade, the impact that these floats can have, a very real life. There you go, folks.
Yes.
There it is. Point your camera towards that QR code, and it could open up a whole world of possibilities, not only for you and your business, but for some of the veterans who've served our country. Well, the celebration began at midnight here in a very specific way. For the second time, the Run with the Roses, a 5K here in Pasadena, some 3,000 running down Colorado Boulevard. Happy New Year, everybody. Hannah and Kevin with you back at the Rose Parade. You are looking at the Pebble Hills High School Spartan Marching Band from El Paso, Texas. A band formed just 8 years ago. They have already reached the level of excellence where they were invited to perform here to the Rose Parade, the first band ever from El Paso to make the journey to Pasadena. This is their debut performance. It is also the debut of our new friend who has had a big year, The Bachelor, winning Dancing with the Stars, getting engaged. A guy who knows roses well, Joey Crossday. Hey, Joey.
Thank you, Hannah. I'm here with the crowd right now. They've been standing out here all day. They got a great view. It's been unbelievable down here. Oh, wait, I kind of recognize this person here. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? This is my fiance, Kelsey Anderson. Kelsey, how has the parade been for you so far?
It has been spectacular. I love it so much. I love all of the horses, the doggies, and it's just beautiful. Yeah.
Amazing. I do have a little surprise for you, actually, babe. If I could get some music.
That's for you. We're just gonna dance it out, guys.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, Joey, they're adorable. So
Yes,
they're
they are.
engaged. Congratulations, you guys. Joey did say, though, when it's not Jenna, his partner from Dancing with the Stars, he's actually not a very good dancer.
So congrats to Jenna for carrying him as he won Dancing with the Stars. Hey, well done to him.
This is the winner of the Americana Award, Most Outstanding Depiction of National Treasures and Tradition. It is the Elks. And the theme of their float is Cherished Memories, their 18th year in the parade. They fund millions of dollars in scholarships and youth programs, including camps. So that's really the theme here, providing underserved and medically challenged children the chance to explore nature, to build independence, to build confidence at no cost to their families. And you see them depicted here enjoying a day of mountain biking and canoeing and hiking. There are 2 waterfalls on this flight, Kevin, and we were told there is a 100-gallon water tank in there somewhere. There it is, right underneath there, and it's circulating water
That's so
throughout.
cool.
So it's just an engineering marvel. 34,000 flowers also on this float alone, along with a couple of real waterfalls. And we particularly love that bridge you just saw, which was covered in rope, all natural, nothing dyed or processed, and the eagle overseeing it all.
Our next float, the theme, it's in your hands, it takes 2. Poor Kidney Foundation, it's their 2nd year in the parade. Now you see a boombox there, and literally the song by Rob Bass and Easy Rock, It Takes 2. What's the concept here? Well, the message is, it takes 2, and by 2, they mean that anyone at risk of developing chronic kidney disease should undergo both blood and urine tests for the most complete diagnosis, because it does take 2 for this awareness. Kidney disease is one of the top 10 causes of death in America, affects 1 in 7 Americans, but often has no symptoms. And you see, there's a professional football player who's an NFL Hall of Famer right there with the sunglasses. That is
really?
Brian Dawkins.
Wow, who did he play for, Kevin?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
That is Weapon X right there. I had the chance to ask Brian, why was he on this float? He goes, my mom and dad both have type 2 diabetes, and they battle high blood pressure, and those 2 combinations, you've got to monitor, you got to be aware of it, and he is trying to make sure everybody at home understands the messaging here. It takes 2 to go get tested.
For those who don't know, Kevin, diehard Eagles fan, so he keyed on that right away.
I'm pretty shy
Great
about
story.
it too, Hannah.
Yeah.
I don't really talk about it.
That's fantastic.
Hey, 2 months ago, the neoclassical Elks Club Lodge was designated as a historic landmark. Hannah, it was designed in 1908 by architect Myron Hunt, also designed 2 other local structures, the Huntington Library and the Rose Bowl. While the Elks Club of Pasadena has been the host of the Rose Parade TV compound for decades, we appreciate the space they make for us each year. Thank you.
Welcome back to the 2025 Rose Parade, one of our favorite floats, and apparently that of the judges as well, Trader Joe's. Here we go, winner of the Showmanship Award for Most Outstanding Display of Showmanship and Entertainment. Always one of the most clever floats that we see. You could travel the entire 5.5 miles of the parade route and still not see all of the visual jokes, all of the imaginative details packed on to this celebration of fun and food. And the idea for this dates all the way back to the spring when Matt Sloan, the VP of Marketing, says to the float builder, hey, I think this year we'd like a train. And then the designs go back and forth, and they ended up with this, which is an 85-foot long train. 2 other sections traveling behind it. The reason why this is so important to Pasadena itself, for those of you that may not know, Trader Joe's began here. The original Trader Joe's is in Pasadena now. Of course, there's more than 500 around the country, more than a third of them here in California.
When we were in the barn, I just said, it keeps on going. It just keeps on going. There's a third one on the back end. Well done.
There's a gravy boat, a cheese platter, and all sorts of the lobster engineer, a person power mixer, bubbles, wheels, fruit, bubbly, all the holiday stuff.
And our next float, I love this, from the Cal Poly University students here, up to 90 students taking part, 76 years participating in the Rose Parade. They created their first float with a budget of $258 back in 1949. Today, they've created a Scottish wonderland of animals centered on the fabled Loch Ness Monster. The sophisticated and innovative animation technology here, Nessie's movements are powered with hydraulics and electronics synchronized with lights and music. The idea behind this float was to show that moment when you take a chance to do something you're afraid to do, like Nessie emerging from the loch, turns out to be the best thing you've ever done. As Nessie discovers the surface is filled with friends, you see puffins, otters, and beavers, and even Highland cattle. What I really love about this, Hannah, are the floats through the years are filled with inside jokes and Easter eggs on the float. And we found out this week that there's a hidden spoon on the float every year. This year, it's the one on the beaver's ear. You could see a spoon on one of the beaver's ears. Maybe it's on the other side right there.
It must be not on the television side.
But it's a wink and a nod to all the students with those Easter eggs. I love it. And I love the theme, the celebration of friendship. I still don't see the spoon,
but I know it's there somewhere. I trust you, my friend.
Yes, it is.
It is absolutely there. That's why they call it an Easter egg. The University of Wyoming Western Thunder Marching Band is here, their first ever appearance in the parade. It's Wyoming's only college band. They've been training for this march, and I think they might have an advantage, Kevin, because they train at over 7,000 feet above sea level. Pasadena is about 863 feet above sea level, so we know their cardio is good, and they need it. They need stamina. This is not easy for these marching bands to go this distance. Well, the hardest working man at the parade knows that sometimes the best day ever is a day off. Here's John Neighbor.
With this year's theme being the best day ever, the Tourism Office of Illinois wisely chose to recreate the day Ferris Bueller cut out of school.
I've got a little something for you, John.
Wow. Who wouldn't want to be Ferris Bueller? The folks at Phoenix Float Builders decided to recreate the iconic moments in the movie, including the world's tallest skyscraper, a visit to Wrigley Field, hey, bada, 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 shwing, bada. Of course, a trip to the museum, and there are 2 water towers in Chicago, the one downtown, and the one that's a tribute to the man himself. Just be careful not to send your sports car through a window. And no day in Chicago would be complete without a visit from my favorite shoe-eating dog, Whiskey. Hey, Whiskey, you want a bite?
Well done, John. We let him keep that vest. I can picture him dancing around after the Rose Parade. This is Enjoy Illinois and Ryan Culbertson.
Hannah, life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Wow, Kevin. That's so profound.
It's a great theme for 2025. The 136th Tournament of Roses Parade continues right after this. Happy New Year from sunny Pasadena.
Oh, Happy New Year.
And welcome back to the Rose Parade presented by Honda. Anna Storm, Kevin Negandhi alongside with you here as we welcome in 2025 from sunny and beautiful Pasadena. Just over 60 degrees, a family tradition. New Year's Eve, you camp out, and then you wake up with the joy of the new year. And the parade continues down Colorado Boulevard with a winner, a President's Award float for the most outstanding use and presentation of flowers, and that is Western Asset, and the theme, Float Like a Butterfly. Western Asset is the global fixed income investment firm headquartered on Colorado Boulevard here, Hannah, in Pasadena for more than 50 years. They have 20 animated butterflies. They gave designer Lynn Lofthouse the freedom to make a stunning float, and boy, did she deliver a canopy of flowers and butterflies. The treetops alone have 20,000 flowers, roses, orchids, each carefully placed as the colors shift here. The Lofthouse family runs the Phoenix Float Barns. They were kind enough to give us a phenomenal tour a couple days ago, and one of 2 remaining float builders, and each generation is involved in design and construction, and Lynn's daughter Rachel designed several other floats. You see the waterfall there, and by the way, most notably, they designed the Wicked float we saw earlier here on the program on ABC.
Yeah, we went into her office and got a real glimpse of just how complicated. We saw all of the charts and all of the detail. When you think about this is just one of the floats in the barn that is being built, and the complexity of this, and thinking about each different living element and how that brings the theme to life. And then you're doing this multiple times with multiple floats in your barn.
And to your point, Hannah, this is not just, hey, final week of the year, let's start. This takes months of planning, advanced planning, getting volunteers together, building the base of it, and then, of course, leading up to adding the flowers, the final weeks of the year, and then a stunning display here to start the new year.
The theme of the parade, we'll know next year's theme actually in a couple of weeks, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So they start right away in the new year with the theme of the parade, and then the designs are finalized by May. It takes months to build this and hundreds of thousands of man hours, and that's what you see today.
Hannah, our next story, I love it. One of 24 bands here at the parade today. You know, programs are downsized at many Southern California high schools after the pandemic, so a group of them got together to form a composite band. And how about this? Over 500 musicians attending 8 different high schools from 3 separate school districts, all near the 605 freeway. They come together as the largest band in the parade today, one of the largest in history, and look at them, proudly going down and giving us a phenomenal experience.
Well, their uniforms are so cool.
Yes,
so
they are.
You can see that their uniforms actually depict the freeway.
The freeway right there, right, with the colors, and then you see the freeway coming down the line. Amazing.
And then the band leader is dressed in a plain gray to denote the cement that the freeway is made of.
And this has, by the way, never been done in the state of California. And now they're shining bright here on Colorado Boulevard.
And they have this down, too. I mean, for coming together from so many different places, it's
3
really
separate school
impressive.
districts, right? 8 different high schools.
What an experience
Yes.
for them.
And, you know, it continues with the theme of, you know, what we're celebrating here today. Making this day great by coming together with friendships, kindness, and this is the perfect example.
And you're looking at car washes and big sales and all sorts. They all had to raise their own money to come here. It is expensive. It can be as much as $2,000 per band member. So when you also consider one of the themes of the Rose Parade being volunteerism, all to be a part of this day. Oh, it's the Narco Cowgirls Rodeo Drill Team. Obviously, equestrian acts with the origin of this Rose Parade coming from the Valley Hunt Club, a riding club. And back in the day, it was horses and horse-drawn carriages that we were watching.
Yeah, and this, none of them look like this, Hannah. You know, 136 years ago, this parade was mostly horses, like you mentioned, and carriages. And you see the pace here. And going at this specific pace allows the horses to wear more bows. Beautiful. And one of my favorite views inside one of the barns on the drone shot, and you can see all the workers and all the work done to make this day a very special one in Pasadena. Much more after this.
Well, this is the winner of the Isabella Coleman Award, Most Outstanding Presentation of Color and Color Harmony through Floral Design. This is the Oddfellows and Rebecca's float, 74 years in this parade, a worldwide service group actively involved in a variety of civic and philanthropic efforts on a local and international level. 250 volunteers, and we saw them a couple of days ago in the float barn, just placing every flower, every patch of moss on this Space Adventure float. It is a self-built float operating really out of a professional barn. The spaceship bearing their watchwords of friendship, love, and truth.
Hannah, our next float is a celebration of 250 years of service. The United States Army, established in 1775, 1 year before the U.S. declared itself a nation. And for the 250th anniversary, the Army has created floral monuments to some of its greatest heroes over the last 2.5 centuries. Leading the way is General George Washington, the Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army, along with Molly Pitcher, an Army physician and medical researcher, Walter Reed, holding a beaker for medicine. There is George Washington. Interesting creative choice to give the appearance of toy soldiers, each covered in seeds and grasses and standing in foliage, which reflects the topography of the war regions where they served.
A history lesson on a float. We saw a lot of members of the U.S. Army who participated in building this float.
And once again, I'm sure you share the same sentiment. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. You know, for the U.S. Army, we saw the U.S. Navy, of course, the Marines and the Air Force.
And our veterans, so
absolutely,
all branches here today. As we see Scripps Miramar Ranch, and that is a real throwback to the old days, Kevin. We mentioned that about 3 years after Pasadena was born, they started this Tournament of Roses, and as part of it, the parade. So you see actually a horse-drawn carriage. This is exactly what they did back in the day, are these beautiful carriages laden with flowers. So this a real nod to the tradition of the Rose Parade.
Keep in mind, too, all the horses are registered American Indian horses. They've all won championships to get ready for these horses and, you know, potentially the frightening sights and sounds of the parade. One of the people that was a part of this, Michelle McFarland, the marshal, she's been riding the Rose Parade since 1962. She plays John Philip Sosa to her horses in the barn at night to accustom them to the marching band and the theme.
This is actually the winner of the Isabella Coleman Award, the City of Hope float. City of Hope, 10 miles east of Pasadena in Duarte, is the City of Hope, one of the largest cancer research and treatment organizations in the U.S., a leading research center for diabetes and other life-threatening illnesses, founded more than a century ago to battle tuberculosis. You look at the tail feathers, decorated in micro palm, dark green Kermit mini moms, even blueberries on this float. We'll be right back with the Rose Parade.
Presented by the new all-electric Honda Prologue SUV.
Welcome back. Kevin Agani alongside Hannah Storm. Beautiful day here in Pasadena. Happy New Year, everybody. As we round out the Tournament of Roses with the Shriners Children. And their theme, Hope Shines On. As they celebrate more than 100 years of treating seriously ill children, they use all the latest technology and treatments, but know that time spent in a beautiful natural oasis is healing too. It's a network of 22 non-profit hospitals across North America where thousands of children are treated free of charge. And some background here. One of the patients is Grayson. You see a blonde young man riding the float today. He was born in Ukraine, adopted in the U.S. Has a condition that has meant more than a dozen prosthetics over his lifetime. Currently a college student studying construction science, also an ambassador for Shriners Children. You see also Elise and Caleb, their patient ambassadors on the float.
Here are Shriners Children's patients, Grayson and
Just
Paige.
another example of the meaning behind today. It's not just about beauty, it's not just about celebration.
Now, Grayson will throw the ceremonial first pass from the Rose Parade to the Rose Bowl game.
Woodhull. And I'm Tara Davis Woodhull, and as gold medalists from this year's Games in Paris, we're still celebrating some of the biggest wins of our lives.
For me, those wins wouldn't have been possible without the care and support that I received from Shriners Children's. And speaking of wins,
let's get ready to enjoy the Rose Bowl game as Oregon takes on Ohio State and the granddaddy of them all.
Come on, guys, let's cheer them on.
Let's go!
And now, celebrating more than 30 years of memorable family entertainment, including theater, film, animation, music and theme parks and resorts, we welcome Mansion Entertainment Group from Branson, Missouri, with a special multi-generational performance featuring Betty Who, Debbie Gibson, and the Debbie Allen Dance Academy.
Feels like I'm standing in a timeless street. White mist of heavens. I love you always, forever, near and far, closer together everywhere. I will be with you, everything I will do for you. I love you always, forever, near and far, closer together everywhere. I will be with you, everything. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far and always and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far and always and everywhere and every. Always, forever, near and far, closer together. Everything. Who's around when the days feel long? Who's around when you can't be strong? Who thinks that you're one of a kind? You and you're away. They wanna wake up with you every day. Somebody wants to hear you say, oh, somebody loves you. Oh, somebody loves you. Oh, somebody loves you. Somebody, somebody. And the future, ooh, that in it to you. The pressure's everywhere. Oh yeah, it's going right through here. The fever's in the air. Oh yeah, it's there. Don't underestimate the power of a lifetime ahead. Feel the power, you see the energy going up, coming down strong. The future only belongs to the future itself. Come on, and the future is electric. It's true, you can find it, so we'll find it. The next generation, it's electrifying it. Debbie Allen, woo! Ooh, ooh, oh yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Electric you, it's true. Live by the next generation. Flirtation, vexation, relation, generation. An electric you.
Let's give it up for Debbie Wheeler, Debbie Gibson. And Debbie Allen's Dance Academy celebrating its 25th anniversary with the fabulous and
Wow, they dance almost as well as Joey Grasday. Unbelievable. Joey joining us for his first parade, your 33rd. Great work down there, you guys, today.
Such wonderful memories, such a great theme. Best day ever. Being from born in Evanston, I really love Chicago, so I had to love Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I so wanted to inhabit him, I almost shaved off my mustache.
Oh, no, that's iconic.
But instead, I'm going to go with this.
I love that. I love that.
it.
Joey, your
It is.
first experience, how would you sum it up?
This was unbelievable. The parade was amazing, but honestly, just being able to experience this with you guys was unreal. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. This was unbelievable, truly.
You're part of our family here.
Yeah.
John welcomed us a few years ago. Now you're part of our family here on ABC.
I was going to say the same thing. I think my favorite thing about this whole experience is we get to do this.
Yes.
Every year is get to know you,
Yeah.
Joey, and having you be part of our family. Congratulations again on an incredible 2024. I don't know how you're going to top it in 2025, but this is not a bad start.
This is a good start.
Yeah.
It is. It is being here at the Rose Parade, and we appreciate all of you being with us as well. We have some special thanks here, people behind the scenes who made this possible, including Kathy Perini, chairman of the TV and Radio Committee at the Tournament of Roses, our ABC liaisons, Andrew Santelli and Lorraine Luna did a great job driving us around. Executive producer is Andy Tennant. Our producer, long time, Jack Graham. Our wonderful couldn't do it without a researcher is Robinson Holloway. Our director did such a great job listening to us today.
Yes.
Thank you. Was Jeff Nelson. Associate producers, Don Sloffman, Alyssa Haddock. Associate directors, Ray Garcia and Sean O'Gara. For John Neighbor, Joey Graziadei, and my partner, Kevin Nagandi, we all wish you a very happy new year. And now, here is the best of the 2025 Rose Parade.
Well done. Well done, everybody.
That was good.